Hey, you guys. And you guys know that when I was at the National Book Festival, I got some books signed. I got like a lot of books signed. So I'm here to show you guys all the books that I got signed and stuff like that. Sorry if my voice sounds a little low. It's because I'm sick right now. If you guys watched my last video where I was opening candy, if you guys want to see that, because Christina from Princess Gummy Bear sent me some Canadian candy, so you guys can go check that out. But here we go, and this in no particular order. But I'm going to start off with the books that I met with the author that only got one signed. And the first one was Oversea, Over Stone. It is the first in the Dark is Rising series by Suzanne Cooper. And this is hers. And I also got signed Wild Magic, the first book in the Immortal series by Tamara Pierce. And these two were the longest lines that I waited in. And by the time I got up to them, they're only doing the signings. They were doing no personalization like your name or anything else and stuff like that. But that's because these two are older authors, and they have generations and generations of fans. So I'm glad I just managed to get at least one book signed by them. Now the next book that I got signed is Shipbreaker by Paolo Bini, and it was pouring down rain while me and Geraldine were waiting for him, and he wrote for Chante with all my best. And yeah, and by the time we got up to him, and it's still pouring down rain, and I was just like, thank you for signing my book. And he's like, thank you for being such a hardcore fan for waiting in the pouring rain. And it's kind of like, he's like, you must be a big fan and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I haven't read your book yet, sadly, but I'm really looking forward to it because it sounds so good. And then the next books that I got signed were by Lisa McMahon, and I haven't read any of her books either, though. It wasn't pouring down rain when I met her, but I felt a little weird asking her to sign my book since I haven't read her books, but she was really, really nice. And the first book I got signed was Criers Cross. Now, you may see when you're waiting in line for these books to get signed, they someone comes up to you and gives you a post-it and tells you to write down what you want the author to say, and all I picked was my name because I didn't need anyone to really do a personalization that much, because number one, I didn't know what I wanted them to say, and number two, I was like, well, if they say something, that'd be even better because they come up with it all on their own. That was gone. Then we got Fade, and I got 5 books signed by Lisa McMahon, all the books that I had by her. And she asked me what order I was going to read them in, because I said that they came highly recommended, and I was like, I'm going to read the Wake series, and in between that, I'll probably do Wake, and then Dead to You or Criers Cross, and then read the second one, and then you guys know where I'm going with that. So I was really excited. I forgot, I meant to tell her that I had her other books on my Kindle, and that I was planning to hopefully read those soon, put those in a mix, but I totally blanked, and I felt like I was really awkward. These next books, they were from the first day, actually, and they're by Sonia Soanes, and she actually wrote something else in them besides my name, and I didn't know that until I left. But me and Kristina went up to her, and Kristina had an arc of one of her books, and she did a casting call Saturday for it. If you guys don't know what that means, I'll link you guys to Alyssa's blog because she created it. And casting call is basically where you just cast the books, and Kristina did it, and she reviewed her book, and Sonia Soanes saw it all and retweeted it and stuff, so she kind of knew Kristina, because Kristina said she would be there, and yeah, so I have footage of that, so I'll link that down below. But the first one I got signed was What My Girlfriend Doesn't Know, and it says, and for ke-sha with Delight Upon Meeting by Sonia Soanes, and that was really, really nice because I didn't notice that one until way later. And this was the first book, and it's What My Mother Doesn't Know, and I've had this book for a while. As you can see, it's paperback and everything. I've had this since I don't even know at this point, but I've had it for a number of years, but I don't really remember it, so I have to reread it and stuff like that. And it says for ke-sha, and then I have some footage from this meeting one of the CD's books where the mother dies, because I was filming it when her and Kristina were talking, so I'll probably just put that up unedited and stuff so you guys can see. And she writes her books in poetry form, so even though they deal with some kind of tough subjects, it's really easy to kind of get through. So I'll be reading these books soon, and this is the only one I really remember reading by her. Stop Pretending What Happened When My Big Sister Went Crazy, because I read it on the plane, and she noticed it was like an older one of her copies of her books because it's small and stuff like that. And also she wrote Christina Chante with a name like a poem, and I really like that, because, you know, everyone said something about my name. They're like, that's nice. I was like, thank you. And so I'm really looking forward to reading more of her books, and she was really nice. And I know Kristina later drug Alyssa back to meet her just in time. And then these first or last books that I'm showing you, I was really excited because, you know, I mostly went there to see a couple authors. So this are by Patrick Ness. I got my book signed by Patrick Ness. Yes, I love Patrick Ness, as you guys know, but sadly it was raining and I had my books in a pulley thing and I hit a puddle, so a lot of my books kind of got wet and stuff. But this is what happened to it. And it was mostly just to the cover, so I was gonna rebuy this book and just, you know, change dust jackets. But Geraldine, when we met him, she was just like, yes, we both cried during this page, and he was just going to look at it. I don't think she said the right page number, but this is around that part. She kind of did, but he was just looking, and I was just like, awkward. And then he signed this one, and this one also got damaged more than this, like right here, and then you can obviously see it right here. But I'm buying the hardcover of this one anyway, so hopefully I will be able to see him again one day so I can get that one signed. And then, of course, you guys know I had to bring my Chaos Walking trilogy to get signed, and it is The Knife of Never Letting Go. And I was just like, I haven't finished the third one yet because I'm scared of what's gonna happen at the end. I was like, I can't deal with it right now. And yeah, that seems kind of sad to say to an author. But he was just like, when you're done with all these books and stuff, because I haven't read more than this either, he was just like, just go. There's like these, apparently there's some little short novelettes that he has for each of the books for when you're done. Like, you have to be done with the series and stuff. So those are things I got signed, and sadly I cannot get my Jonathan Mayberry book signed because he happened to his flight kept getting delayed, so he couldn't make it, and I was so sad. And Patrick Ness was just like, I could sign them for you. No one would have to know. And I was like, well, I left him in the car anyway, but thank you. Also, because we were all there, me, Kristina, and him, he was like, you guys all know each other? And we were like, yes. And he was just like, how do you guys know each other? We're like, we're online and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, I'm from Louisiana, because he's asking. And he's like, you brought all those books, those big hardcover books with you on the plane. And I was like, yeah, I did. I brought a lot of books. Because I brought even more than this to get signed, and we didn't end up meeting Holly Black either because we were late. And yeah, I was like, you know what, next time if we do something together, you guys gotta be on time. And I didn't get to see Matthew Quick either because of that, because after Patrick Ness I hurried up and I ran to go see him, but he had already left, sadly. And they like book people back to back, so like these two were back to back, so I got there late in the first place, so then I had to wait eternity for her, so I was in line basically the whole time before we left. So yeah, you guys tell me what books that you guys have had signed, or did you meet the author, or did you just buy them signed? Because they did have a book tent there where you could buy signed books for like full price, but that's why I ended up bringing all mine. And yeah, just you guys let me know if you guys met any authors or not, and if you read any of these books and whether or not you liked them or hated them or anything. And I will see you guys later, and I will put up unedited footage of me meeting some authors. I say unedited because I'm lazy, and this way you get to see the whole meeting and the dumb things I probably said. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.